Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Asia here with Pretty and Personal. Thank you so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys our homeschool setup. I am currently homeschooling 5 whole children, including my just 2-year-old as of yesterday. He will start homeschool this year as well. So if you are interested in seeing our homeschool area, how we have it set up for multiple children, keep watching. Okay, so this year will be our second year of homeschooling, technical year and a half, but second school year of homeschooling the kids. So we will be homeschooling a 4th grader, 3rd grader, 2nd grader, my kindergartner, and my 2-year-old will loosely be joining in activities. He has a couple of things that I have for him, just like activity books, coloring, shapes, numbers, things like that, but he will loosely be joining in. Before we get started, before I start showing y'all everything, I got kids coming out rooms because it's about lunchtime, so I gotta make this video real quick. But before we get started, just remember that if you are gonna be homeschooling your kids, or if this is your first time, some people are really new to it. I'm still new to it, so I'm still learning. I'm always finding homeschool moms and connecting with them. So don't be discouraged if you find something that doesn't work for you. Just remember, you can change it next year, you can change it next week. The beauty about homeschooling is that you get to control how and when your kids are learning and what they're learning. Let's just have a moment of silence for me because I'm homeschooling 5 kids and it's about to get crazy wild up here. Okay, we will be using our dining room area as our homeschool setup. You can see I have some shelves and things like that back there, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything, but just so you can get like a general, let me back up, get like a but just so you can get like a general view, this is where we're gonna be doing all of our work that is inside. We'll also be going to parks, museums, all the good stuff. So let's go ahead and take a deep look into this. Here's a better probably view of how we're doing it. Please excuse all those face masks hanging up. You got to put them by the door, otherwise kids will forget them. So I'm gonna start with our command center here. So this is just like a general setup calendar, and usually one of the kids will go in and they'll write all the dates in, fill in any of our important dates that we have and appointments as they come up, and then they hang their chore charts here when they're done with them for the day. They don't have any out right now, but that's where they would hang them at. And then we have our clock that needs a battery because it's dead. We have a menu, so that's also one of the kids' chores to put up. But here is kind of where the organization starts. So I have each of the kids with a hanging envelope, and it has 4 folders inside of it: science, history, reading and writing, and math. They all have one. I tried to color coordinate them so that they would be matching, but you know, it is what it is. These are our like desk, the portable desk. Kai's is a different size than everybody else's, so his don't really fit in there, so that's how we store it. But we have red and pink and yellow for the kids, and they can take those whenever we're at the park, or if we're just somewhere where they don't have like an actual desk or table to sit at. Your classroom's not complete without the ABCs. I don't care how old my kids are. Until they're out of elementary school, we're gonna have us a little ABC chart unless they go back to public schools. But I did put this chart up for my kindergartner specifically because she is learning her ABCs and putting them together and how they look uppercase, lowercase, and stuff like that. Also, we have this little word chart here for her as well. And these are just some of her sight words that she has. She'll be putting them into 3-word sentences and 4-word sentences. So she'll have that little space for that. Just thought it was super, super cute. Next up, we have a behavior chart that I created. It's just a pocket folder, and that pocket folder came from Dollar Tree. So that this one here, and I used index cards to put the kids' names on the card. You can see it just slides in, and behind each one of these little behavior emotional charts, there's 4 of the same one. And so at the end of the day or as the day is progressing, the kids will have their behavior card put next to their name. That way they know how they are progressing for the day. Just a quick and easy way for them to visualize how their day is going. Moving right along, here's our to-do list. So when they get up in the morning, this is the basic list. Obviously it changes from day to day depending on how we're moving along, whether we woke up late, if we have store runs and stuff like that. Also here, if there's anything special that I need the kids to do, I will write it on this board. This is literally a frame from I think a dollar store, maybe Walmart. It's a dollar frame. I just took out the picture that was there, and it's glass, so you can write on it with dry erase board. Or I said dry erase board. You can write on it with a dry erase marker. In our hanging basket, I have dry erase markers for the board. I also have little chalk markers for the menu board. So whoever's doing the menu board will find the markers there to update. Here's our very first bin. This is just like a file bin. This is actually going to be moved to a different space. All right, I'm gonna sit on the ground for the next part because you gotta get low for these kids to be at eye level. All right, so let's go through these little cubbies, show you what I have organized inside all of them. So obviously up on the top, I have a printer, pencil sharpener for the kids. In this first pull out, I have manipulatives and a couple of canvas for the kids. But these are just gonna be basically, for the most part, manipulatives for them. Put it up here, there we go. We have some link cubes, some fake cash, dice, pipe cleaners, what do you call these, clothespins, just stuff like that for the kids to help with activities they need a little bit more hands-on practice with. All right, underneath and to the side, you'll see there's books. Into this basket, we have glue, hole punch, rollers, I think like safety pins, not safety pins, paper clips, push pins, erasers, things like that. We have all of our laptops there that we'll be using for school. This is my laptop, and then my 3 oldest will be using those, and Jersey will be using my laptop or iPad. In here, these are anything that we're going to be working on for like activities, crafts. They're going to be doing a car wash using these and a couple different other activities, so we're just going to keep those there. These book bins that I got, I'm using them for the kids to turn in any incomplete assignments. So on Monday, if they don't finish their work, they can put it into the Monday bin, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, etc. That way we know what wasn't finished and it doesn't go with any work that needs to be turned in. Here, the kids will be turning in work inside of this basket. I'll put a little label on it, and it's work to be graded. And then once I've graded the work, it'll go back into this basket on the side for them to put up. In the next bin, I have anything you can write with. So markers, pencils, crayons, color pencils, pens, all that is there. These will be the kids' new binders. So Jersey will be the stick white one. My big kids will all have these blue ones. And those will be their homeschool binders. Okay, so while we're talking about homeschool binders, I'll just show you the binders the kids used for last year really quick. So they all have the same picture on them, just have different names on top of them. I also have a binder that I need to take the cover page out of because it says 2020, 2021. So I just need to update it to a new one for this year. And I have all of the answer keys for all the kids' assignments. I have a cute little homeschool planner PDF that I printed from an Etsy shop. I'll link it down below because I don't remember the name of the shop, but it's really cute. It just has, it's for homeschool, so it keeps you organized. And I put them into these protective sleeves because you can write on them with dry erase. And I don't like to waste paper because I have a lot of kids. I would have to have this 4 or 5 times. So if I can just have one where I can erase and erase and erase, I'm good with that. The other thing that I really liked about these is that it did have like a daily planner for the kids so they can see how their day is laid out. But yes, this is our binder system. And the kids are getting new binders this year. All right, let's go back behind me so we can look at the rest of the stuff. Okay, my phone died and I'm using my iPad now, so I apologize if the picture quality is a little bit different. But down there is where the binders were. I just took them out so you guys can see there's paper underneath there to be stored. Here we have our supplemental learnings. We have books the kids can use for supplemental, math, language arts, science, all the above. And then here at the bottom we have all of our Bible study books. The kids use extra folders, extra notebooks. I have these 3 little storage bins. Those came from Target dollar spot, and they were $5 each. We have we call these flashcards for Jersey and Kaiser. We have a couple of computer power plugs, or whatever you call. And then we have some puzzles down here. Are my favorite. They are word puzzles you have to put together, and number puzzles. That's the Jersey. Underneath the first one here, I have another planner book inside of there that I use, and then in that bin over there, there's coloring pages for the kids should they want to color. So yeah, that's it. That's our little space. All right, so you guys can probably hear my son in the background. He's banging on, it sounds like he got a car and he's like banging it up against the wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. If you liked today's video, please leave a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you're homeschooling your kids this year, or you're trying to get into it. Let me know what you're doing to organize. If you have any tips, tricks, or want to share any of your expert advice, honey, I'm here for it. Let me know, because I have 5 kids, homeschooling all 5 of them. So anything you can share with me, I would really love to know. I am going to be starting a series on my channel, Homeschooling the Howards. And that'll have just videos of us homeschooling, field trips that we're taking, outings we're doing, work, just like looking into like the daily life of how we homeschool our kids and how we do it. Me and my husband both have full-time jobs, and we homeschool our kids. So I just want to show you that you can do stuff. It's possible. With God, all things are possible. So you just have to remember to put God first in front of your family, and everything else will fall into line.